I hope you can see Mama Cat. She was laying on my thread, and I made her move, and that's the way she got back on it. I think that, see, I can't do anything. I got thread out here, and I can't do anything because she's laying on it. I don't know what to do, so I guess I'm just going to have to quit. What do you think you're doing now, Mama Cat? You're sitting in the baby's chair? I'm telling you, you just keep on getting cuter and cuter every day. Every single day. She's getting up, she's moving. Yay! I'm on my very last one. I better get this while I can because she's going to get right back up there. And I figured I'd try to work on it, but then I come in here and she's laying on my thread. Oh, come on. So hopefully I can get it done. What are you doing, Mama Cat? You in here bothering me? Yeah, let me get this on. 4:57. Yeah. Mama Cat, you're most definitely not helping me. And I want to get this done. You can't do nothing over there. You're making it hard on me. I try to get the ones that I haven't used, so every one of them is a different color. And I'm hoping that I done it right. Come on, Mama Cat. I'm gonna blame everything on you because you're in my way. You're stopping it. Come on, don't do that. Okay. Got that one down. Oh no. There we go, we got it. Is that one or two pieces now? It's two pieces. Alright, I don't want it. I want this one. It's a one piece. See if I can't. Ah! There's something about her, ain't they? See if I can't get my thing out here. Okay. See if I can do it this way without a light. Nope. You know know how frustrating this is?
You can't trust them to follow through with anything that they say they're going to do. And it gets so bad that there were two patients where they told them, gouge out your eye and we'll go away and we won't ever come back. The patient gouges out his eye. He's now a freak. And they show up immediately. So they start laughing at him and mocking him and saying, well, you listen to us. That's how stupid you are. You know, that's what you get for listening to us. And they start laughing at him and mocking him. You know, that's how vile these creatures are. You know, they're very nasty. So that was the first warning shot. The second one was sitting in my office one day, and one of these people I'm working with comes and gets in. I don't know how they got past the guard, but they got past the guard. They come knock on my door. I open it, and I said, well, you know, I don't have a pass for you at this time. He goes, no, that's all right. He said, I just need to talk to you for a minute. He said, the voices want to talk to you. And I said, they want to talk to me personally? He goes, yeah, they want to talk to you personally. That had never happened before. In 25 years, that had never happened before. It was always...
I can't do it. I quit. I can't do it.
What's the matter?
Rick's gonna try for me. I'll have to have two of them.
Okay.
Right, here's the thread.
Okay. Let's see, and I put it over here. Pull it to its end. Get it.
I don't understand how come one day I can just thread,
I know.
and then another day it's like, forget it. You are not gonna thread nothing.
Okay, let's put it the right way. That'll help. And there you go.
The patient would tell me what the voices were saying, and I would respond, tell the patient, well, tell the voices this. It was never a direct conversation. Okay. So I said, okay, come on in, have a seat, close the door, got in my chair, and I said, what do they have to say? And these words came out of his mouth. You have no right to interfere with our way of life. Boom, just like that. You know?
I wonder if I can find any of those needles to where it's like you can thread it just by hooking it on there. I wonder how well they are. I'd have to find them. I have to find them and see. So frustrating.
I know. It's like I get it on the thing and it won't go through it.
I know it. I figured if I moved to a bigger eye, that it would work, but no, it's not. I don't think I have any bigger eyes. What did I do with it? There it is. And it's kind of hard to see these. What did you do? Drop it?
Yeah, I got it. I can see it. I just can't. For some reason, I can't pick the damn thing up.
Good luck.
So I got it. So I just had to stick myself with it.
Oh,
I just grabbed one in and
yuck. I need to clean that sink. Let's see. Junk in there. This right here looks like it has a bigger eye if you want to try it. I mean, it's a long needle, but I'll use it to make it work. I like little needles when it comes to this.
right. Okay,
Because it works better.
I'm gonna hand you this needle
Okay?
and let you put it where you want it.
And you're going to get the bigger one.
I'm gonna try this one right here, right?
Yeah, that's the bigger one. It's got a big eye on it. See, it's so dark in here. They just make lights to where you can't see anymore. And it adds to your not being able to see. So people that can see, they're losing their eyesight. We keep fighting it. You been wetting the end of it?
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I have one with a bigger eye on it. This one might. Here, try this eye out. It's way bigger eye. I can't see that one. That's crazy.
Oh shit. Come and grab it.
Huh?
Come and grab it.
Come and grab what? Oh.
That other end.
How can I grab one? I can't even see it. Fine. Alright, we may have to do it again because it takes about 2 and some of
Okay,
them are
well that's
3.
fine. We got that one. By God. Now you want to run the bank and get that over with?
Yeah, let's go to the bank and get that over with. Now, let me get this started first
Okay.
so I don't lose my needle.
Right. Oh Lordy. And I got it without the whoa, you only got one of them.
I only got one. Okay, gotta. Gosh.
Right, Mama Cat. What you gonna do? Get up there
This
and lay
book,
down?
I might as well hang on for the rest of my damn life, because hell, I had to fight to do it. Ugh.
I know, right? You have, haven't you?
Yeah. It's crazy. Crazy. Alright, let's see what we could do about getting this shit straightened out. Mama Cat, don't lose them. I'm working on my last one. Thank God. This has been a pain. Alright. Man, that's a long needle. I hate long needles like this for this kind of work. But I gotta secure it so I don't lose it. Alright. I got it secured. We'll work on it whenever we get back. Oh, what a pain. It took 15 minutes to thread that needle.
I mean, it was like my denial system was already in tatters. Anybody who was researching this stuff that had as much information as I had by that point would have long ago said, yeah, these are entities. I didn't want to believe that. You know, it just didn't make sense. I'm going, well, it's got to be their subconscious, or there's got to be something else going on. When they said our way of life, plural, that one sentence, it was like, boom, my denial system collapsed. That was it. It was gone. It was at that point that I knew for sure that these were entities. These weren't hallucinations. These weren't some figment of the patient's imagination. They were talking directly to me. And I said something like, well, tell them this. And the prisoner said, I don't have to tell them anything. They can hear what you're saying. I'm like, oh, you know, I hadn't thought about that before. And he also said they can see everything around you too. So they can see you, they can hear you. You know. So here's like another entity that could hear me whether they were inside the person or outside. Because when they get very strong, they will move outside of the patient and they'll start talking to them from the outside. And that's really freaky, because now you have a discarnate something talking to you from outside, and it doesn't sound like your thoughts anymore. This is something separate outside you. They only do that when they feel they got you trapped, when they got you under control. They won't do that before then. So this prisoner, he goes, that wasn't me. He goes, I swear that wasn't me talking, that was them. And I think I asked him, I said, are you messing with me? Which would have been a dangerous thing for him to do. And he said, no, I'm not messing with them. That was them. They told you that. Okay. And I was freaked out. I mean, I freaked out. After he left, I closed my office and I just sat staring out the window for the rest of the day. It's like, where's this going? I don't have any cognitive map of this. There's no information about this anywhere. It's like, where's it going? Where is it headed? How dangerous is it? But I still wasn't really worried about it because I was thinking, well, these voices are in their heads. They might convince the patient to attack me. Okay. But I think I was aware enough to be able to sense something like that coming on. So I wasn't really worried about it. My dad's training. So, I negated that, but I was still like, okay, where's this going? I wasn't so much worried about it because I'm going, well, these are not physical entities. They can't attack me physically. They may be able to convince one of these guys to attack me, but I think I'm acute enough to be able to pick that up when the patient's getting upset enough to back off. So I wasn't worried about that much. But where was it headed? And this was clearly a shot across my bow, telling me I had no right to be there. I had no right to be doing what I was doing. Right? So I didn't stop. I kept throwing monkey wrenches into these patterns, and then I think it might have been even the same guy. I don't know. He comes in one day, and for what I had was a book called The Voice of Knowledge by Miguel Ruiz, who's a South American shaman. And I read a paragraph in there where he was talking about these things as if they were entities also. They were negative entities and that they were feeding off of people. So it was the same thing that I saw. So I brought that book into the prison, brought this guy in who the voices had warned me, and I said, I got a paragraph here from this shaman. I want to read it to you and tell me what you think about it. Okay? So I started reading it, and I got to the part where it was talking about these entities being parasitic entities, negative entities, and that they were stealing, actually feeding off of people's energy. And I finished that sentence, and I looked up, and I asked him, well, what do you think? And he's staring at me like a zombie. He's just like, just like this focused zombie look. And I'm like, uh-oh, what's that all about? He didn't say anything. Said, what do you think? He didn't say anything. He just sat there staring like a zombie. And I went, I got a sense he's going to attack. So I pushed my chair against the wall and faced him. So if he did attack, he wouldn't knock me over. The wall would support the chair, and I'd be able to kick him back and do something. I mean, at least I wasn't at a total disadvantage sitting in a chair that he could knock over. And he's just sitting there staring at me. And then behind my back, here's this eruption of sound. It was like crack, 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 crack. It sounded just like an arc welder. It was loud. Just like an arc welder. I mean, I have one. I know. It was like crack, 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 crack. And I look, and I jumped onto the wall to my right, and it's going up the wall at a 45-degree angle. Crack, 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 crack. I don't see anything. I don't smell anything. It's just this loud crackling. And I turned to him and I said, do you hear that? He says nothing. He just keeps staring. And I was afraid to take my eyes off of him, but I wanted to see if I could see what this was doing that. I couldn't see anything. I could just hear it. It was moving at a 45-degree angle up the right-hand wall of my office toward the ceiling. Once it got to the ceiling, I could keep my eye on him and the sound that this, kind of real quick switch back and forth. Because I didn't want to take my eyes off him. I didn't know what he was going to do. That thing crackled all the way across the ceiling. And he's still sitting there staring at me like a zombie. And I'm totally freaked out of my mind. Not only is this guy acting weird, here's this crackling that's moving around my office, and it's loud. And it's not just 15, 20 seconds. It's like 25, 30 seconds. It's just going and going and going and going. And it's like, what's going on here? What's happening? And then it gets down to the bottom of the left wall, and it jumps into this Rubbermaid trash can by my left leg. And I bend over and I look down in there. There's nothing there. The inmate porter had cleaned it the day before. There's nothing in there. It's just an empty plastic bag. And then boom, it goes out just like that. The sound it goes dead. And I look at this guy like I'm stunned. I mean, I'm just, at this point, I'm reeling, and he slowly gets up and he goes, I gotta leave. And he slowly gets up and he shuffles out of the office, and I'm going, yeah, get the hell out of here, go, go. And I'm sitting there, I'm like blown away. I mean, just what just happened? I got no cognitive map for any of this. There's no, where's this going? What just happened? And I get up and I examine the walls to see if there's any burn marks on it, because my association with crackling that intense has always been burn marks. Even if it's an electrical short, there's a burn mark. With the arc welder, there's a burn mark. There's no burn marks anywhere. Not anywhere on the wall, not in the trash can, nowhere. And I'm like, it was like somebody just punched me in the head. And I'm like, what just happened? So I go out into the hallway and I look in the hallway. All the doctors' offices are locked. The nurses' office is locked. All the offices are locked. Nobody's back there. There is no explanation for this at all. So I'm like completely blown away. Again, lock my office, stare out the window, like stunned. I mean, just stunned. It was just like somebody hit me in the back of the head with a 2x4. I'm just staring out the window like, what is going on? Am I going crazy myself? Am I losing my mind? I mean, all these, and there was nobody I could talk to about this. Forget it. I tried to talk to my wife about this once, and she goes, no, you shouldn't be picking through the minds of criminally insane people in the first place. She goes, no, I don't want to hear it. So there's nobody I could talk to, except the schizophrenics themselves. I mean, I could talk to them about this stuff. It was like, so I had a foot in both worlds, but didn't fully belong to either. And, so I think, 3 or 4 months went by before I got the courage to call this guy in again. So finally I called him in. He shows up in my office and he looks good. I was expecting him to be a wreck. So I'm thinking if the voices could do that, they will destroy him eventually. No, he looked good. I was shocked. And I said, you look good. I said, I was expecting you to be a wreck. He goes, I said, well, how are you doing with the voices? And he says, I'm keeping them under control. I'm doing what you told me to do. I haven't made any headway in getting rid of them, but they're not taking any more control either. So it was like a Mexican standoff. And, I asked him, I said, close the door. And I said, after some small talk, I said, did you hear that crackling in my office the last time you were here? And he goes, yeah, I heard it, but I'm surprised you did, meaning me.
Well, it looks like I jumped the gun, and I went ahead and I just jumped the gun. Alright. I can't see it that good, but we got it done. And I'm glad that it is finally. So we got the alphabet, and then we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and alphabet, and There it is. It's done. Yes. I got it done. Alrighty. I would say that Amelia's going to have fun with it. I'll see y'all later.